LCISD RLA Grade 3 Assessment 1, 2020 to 2021, Realistic Fiction. Question 1. Amy picks up Ripley after Trent leaves the classroom because she A. Decides that Ripley does not look scary. B. Is curious, which means wants to know, what Ripley's skin feels like. C. Wants to follow Mrs. Reno's instructions. D. Is worried that Ripley will escape. Why does Amy pick up Ripley after Trent leaves the classroom? Don't forget to find your text evidence down here. Question 2. Read these sentences from paragraph 15 in the story. I was frozen in a block of ice. I wanted to cry, but my tears were frozen too. Why did the author include sensory language in these sentences? In other words, what does the author really mean in this sensory language? F. To show that Amy is too excited to say anything. G. To suggest that Amy feels too sad to continue her job. H. To show that Amy is too frightened to do anything. J. To suggest that Amy feels too cold to think clearly. Question 3. Based on the information in the story, the reader, you, can conclude or figure out that Amy looks unhappy in the last picture because here's the last picture. This is good text evidence to figure out why she's unhappy. A. Thinks the greens feel strange. B. Wants to go outside with Trent. C. Wants to open the bag of crickets. D. Thinks Trent will hand her the lizard. Question 4. Which statement describes a main theme of the story? Theme is also the lesson we learn from Amy. The author's trying to teach us something. Think about what she was like in the beginning, how her problem was solved in the end, and what is the author trying to teach us? Let's see. F. It is good to share things with F. It is good to share the things you have with others. G. It is important to smile even when you are not happy. H. It is often possible to overcome your fears. J. It is helpful for people to work together. Question 5. Amy does not want to sit near Trent, mainly because what does Trent do that makes Amy not want to sit near him? Look in the beginning of the story and see if you can find the evidence why. Here are your answer choices. A. Because he bothers and teases her. B. Because he tries to talk to her during class. C. Because he wants to look at her list of scary things. D. Because he wants to help her take care of the class pet. Make sure that you find your answer in the text. It is stated in the text. Question 6. Paragraphs 1 and 2 are important to the story because in other words, reread paragraphs 1 and 2, figure out what they're mostly about, and what they tell us in the story. They're important in the story because they tell us something. F. Provide details about Amy's job. G. Introduce Amy's problems. H. Explain why Amy is afraid of lizards. J. Show how Amy solves her problem.